What is going on, guys? Steam Market Cards here, of course. You probably all know that. But today I got two deck profiles for you. These both I have not played in like forever. So we have a Dark Magician deck profile and a Red Eyes deck profile. So let's get into it. So for the first, we are running 3 Dark Magicians. You know, just alternate artworks, of course. Probably my favorite Dark Magician artworks are, of course, the ones with like the rings behind them. And then we are running 3 Magician's robes. So if you don't know what those do, I will put it up to here. During your opponent's turn, this is a quick effect, discard 1 spell card. Discard 1 spell or trap card. Special summon 1 Dark Magician from your deck. I know it's kind of like the base effect. That'll help. And then I'm running 3 Magician's Rods, which will help you bust out some more of your combos. Which, Magician's Rod is when you normal or special summon this card, you get to select 1 spell or trap card that specifically lists Dark Magician in. And then we are running 1 Apprentice Illusion Magician, which is you discard a card, you special summon this from your hand. You get to add Dark Magician to your hand. Then we are running 3 Dark Magician Girls. Dark Magician Girl, gain 300 attack points for every Dark Magician in the graveyard. You know, simple stuff. So that's it for the monsters of the deck. Now we have Dark Burning Attack, which uses Dark Magician Girl. If you have a Dark Magician Girl out on the field, you can essentially destroy all your opponent's monsters. But then you have to end your turn. And then we have Illusion Magic, which you tribute 1 spellcaster monster, add up to 2 copies of Dark Magician to your hand. We have Dark Magic Expanded and Dark Burning Attack. And now these are the ones I'm just running 1 of each. Now the rest of them we have at least 2. Some of them I think we have 3. So I'm running 2,000 Knives, which essentially you have a Dark Magician out on the field, you play this card, you destroy your opponent's monsters. And then we're running 3 Dark Magic Inheritance, which essentially means banish 2 spell cards from your graveyard, and I believe draw 2. No, you add a spell or trap card that specifically lists Dark Magician in it. Then we're running 3 Dark Magic Curtains, half your life points, special summon Dark Magician from your hand. Is it hand or is it deck? Special summon it from the deck. We're running 2 Dark Magic Attacks. You have a Dark Magician out on your field. You destroy the spell or trap cards. Can't attack, you know. Then we're running 3 Dark Magic Circles, which means you play this card, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and a card that specifically lists Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl in the text. You add it to your hand, you put the other 2 back on top in any way you want. And since this deck has nothing but Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl cards, you know, doesn't matter. And then we have Magician's Navigation, which means you special summon a Dark Magician from your hand, and then special summon a level 6 or lower Dark Magician from, or level 6 or lower spellcaster Dark Monster from your deck. And then we're running 3 Entity Souls, which means you can either, its first effect, you can special summon a Dark Magician from your hand, or you can add 1,000 Knives or Dark Magic Attack. Now, that's it for the Dark Magician deck profile. Now we're going to get into the Red Eyes deck profile. So we have 1 Red Eyes Metal Dragon, or Black Metal Dragon. Target 1 Red Eyes monster you control except Red Eyes Black Chick. Equip this from the hand, and it gains, I think, 500 attack points. 600 attack points. And then we have a Black Stone of Legend. You tribute this card, special summon, I think, from your deck. one level 7 or lower Red Eyes monster from the deck except Red Eyes Black Chick. And then we have 2 Red Eyes Black Chicks. Essentially, you have Red Eyes Black Dragon in your hand. You tribute this card, special summon it. We're running 3 Red Eyes Retro Dragons. You know, those are there just to kind of help get the base support going. And then we have 1 Red Eyes Wyvern, which is, if you summoned it this turn, you did not attack, you can banish this card from your graveyard. If it was sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one Red Eyes monster. And then we have 1 Red Eyes Archfiend of Lightning. It's a Gemini monster. When it's summoned, it's treated as a normal. And then we're running 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. You banish 1 dragon from your field, special summon this card, and all that. We're running 1 Red Eyes Black Flare Dragon. Sorry. And then we have 1 Summon Skull. We, of course, have, your classic. You got your 3 Red Eyes. That's it for the monsters of this deck. Now we are going to get into the spells and traps. We have 1 Red Eyes Fusion. You have necessary cards. You bring out your Red Eyes Fusion monster, all that stuff. And we have 3 Inferno Fire Blasts. You have a Red Eyes monster out on the field. To play this, deal 2,400 points of damage, can't attack. And then we are running 2 Allure of Darknesses. You draw, I think, 3 cards. 2 or 3 cards. You draw 2 cards, then you banish 1 dark monster. This deck's filled with dark monsters. And then we are running 1 Dragon Shrine. And Dragon's Shrine says send 1 dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then if that monster in your graveyard is a dragon normal monster, send 1 more dragon monster from your deck to the graveyard. Only activate that once per turn. And then we have 1 card of Redstone. And so it says send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your hand to the graveyard. Draw 2 cards. Then send 1 level 7 Red Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. Only activate this once per turn. Blase, blase. That's it for the spell cards. And so now we're going to get into the trap cards. So we have 1 Return of the Red Eyes, and I think it says, if you control a Red Eyes monster except Red Eyes Black Chick, you can target 1 normal monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If this card is in your possession and is destroyed by an opponent's card effect sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Red Eyes monster. Red Eyes Spirit. Target 1 Red Eyes monster in your graveyard, special summon it. 7 Tools of the Bandit. We're running 2 of those. Kind of negate. Dark Bribe. Negate cards. That's your trap cards. Your extra deck you're running. I'm running 1 Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon and 1 Archfiend Black Skull Dragon, which 1 Archfiend monster, 1 Red Eyes monster. And so, hang on, let me grab my, let me grab 2 more decks. We're going to do 4 deck profiles today. Let's see. Now, this is my Exodia deck profile. So, we are running, of course, this deck is not tournament legal because it's running 2 sets of Exodia in it. Got your arms, your legs, your heads. And so then there's that, you draw all 5, you instantly win. And then we're playing 1 Ash Blossom to help you get, your cards to your hand. And then we're playing a card D, you tribute that, draw 2, end your turn. But then this is kind of like an interesting deck. I have Sphinx Tila, 3 Sphinx Tilas, 3 Android Sphinx, 1 Great Sphinx Tian. And so if you have Pyramid of Light, which is that, you can essentially pay 500 life points for Sphinx, Android Sphinx, and Sphinx Tila. Pay 500 life points, special summon them. And how Sphinx Tian works is if both Android Sphinx and Sphinx Tila are destroyed in the same time, you can special summon it from your hand. We're running a Pot of Desires, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and 1, shuffle the rest. Graceful Charity, draw 3, discard 1. Pot of Greed, draw 2, and Obliterate. So here's how Obliterate works, is you play this, you discard one forbidden card from your hand, target one monster, or spell or trap, I think, return it to your hand. You know, blase, blase. And so that's how that one works. And then I have what I call my, oh no! Oh well, that's upset. Alright, so I have what I like to call my Yusei Fudo deck. You know, if you guys don't know who that is, 5Ds. So I have Quillbolt Hedgehog. I know there's another one in here. I'm not as well prepared for this one as I am the others. So we got 2 Quillbolt Hedgehogs. You know, you summon a tuner monster, you get to special summon this card back from your graveyard. We got a Feral Imp, just to help bring out your synchro cards, you know, your lower level monsters. Unicycler, you know, Stronghold. You know, we got a Soul Charge, Junk Blader, Creeping Doom Manta. We Winged Dragon, Guardian of the Fortress, Larvis, Junk Collector, Puppet Plant, Kabuzu, Junk Synchron, another Soul Charge. Soul Charge, pay 1,000 life points, special summon 1,000 life points per monster you want to special summon from your graveyard. Galaxy Serpent, Maiden with Eyes of Blue, another Puppet Plant, Pot of Desires, Basic Insect, another Pot of Desires, Turret Warrior, Dash Warrior, another Dash Warrior, Trident Warrior, special summon one level 3 or lower monster from your hand, another Junk Synchron, a Scrap Iron Scarecrow, which is stop one monster from attacking, return this card face down, defense mode. We have Ghost Gardna, Junk Defender, Flameveil Guard, Silverfang, Flameveil Guard, Dreamland. Dreamland, it's an interesting card. So what it reads is I'll see if I can hold it up to the camera and see if you guys can get a good read on that. You have a fusion monster once per turn. If a monster sent from the hand or field to the graveyard by card effect, except during damage step, you can draw a card. Synchro, increase the level by 1. Exceeds, destroy a monster. Blase, blase. You know, it's a fun card to play. Another Flameveil Guard, Memory Crusher King, Dark Resonator, Speed Warrior, Evil Swarm, Mad Gore. 2 more Maiden with Eyes of Blue. Now that's it for the main deck. The extra deck, that's a fun one. At least to me, it's a fun one to play with. You know, I enjoy it. These are ones that I play like free competitive play. We have one, I call it the Triple M. It's Material Metal Masher, 2 Junk Warriors. This is a Synchro Tuner, which I'll get into that a little bit later. We have Junk Speeder. Junk Speeder needs a Warrior or a Synchro Tuner monster, which is your Triple M. Then we have Stardust Assault Warrior, Stardust Warrior, and then Trishula. Then I'll hold them up to the camera because I know my lighting is terrible down here. Stardust Warrior. If any of you know, like, the dual power boxes or the Yusei Fudo tin box, you know where some of these will come from. Alright, so I'm going to holler at y'all later. This is the end of the video. Peace.